Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. She could bend a note like no one else. Her voice wasn't just heard, it was felt. Those words, once spoken by a fellow musician, capture the essence of Dame Cleo Laine, a voice that didn't just fill concert halls, it filled hearts. Dame Cleo passed away peacefully at the age of 97. Her death marks the end of an era, but her legacy plays on through every note she ever sang. Born Clementina Dinah Campbell in Southall, England, to a Jamaican father and English mother, Cleo's love for music blossomed in her 20s. She joined the Johnny Dankworth Seven in 1951 and later married John Dankworth, forming one of music's most remarkable partnerships, both on and off the stage. She defied genres, performing jazz, classical, pop, and musical theater with equal brilliance. With nearly 100 albums to her name, she worked with titans like Duke Ellington, Mel Torme, and George Shearing. She became the only singer nominated for Grammys in jazz, pop, and classical categories, a rare feat and a testament to her boundless talent. Her live album from Carnegie Hall earned her a Grammy in 1985, and songs like Lush Life became defining moments of her career. Cleo could scat with joy, deliver Billie Holiday classics with aching soul, and recite Shakespeare over jazz rhythms in a way only she could. Beyond the spotlight, Cleo helped build something lasting. With her husband, she co-founded The Stables, a music venue and education center that continues to inspire new artists. She championed young talent and remained a beloved mentor throughout her later years. Her honors were many, including being named a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her services to music and the performing arts. To those who knew her, she was more than a star. She was kind, grounded, and full of warmth. Even in her final years, she performed with her children, Jackie and Alec, ensuring the music and family legacy lives on. She was a national asset, one broadcaster stated. Her voice was an instrument of pure joy and pure artistry. Cleo Laine passed from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of breathtaking performances, groundbreaking achievements, and heartfelt mentorship. Tributes to Cleo Laine. Number 5. Joe always said, if you're going to do something, make it count, for your family, your people, your art. And he did just that. Joe Minjares passed away at 79, surrounded by loved ones, after complications related to a prolonged illness. A visionary in every sense, Joe didn't just build a business, he built a cultural home. For over 4 decades, Pepito's Tex-Mex restaurant wasn't just known for its food. It was a gathering place, a neighborhood heart, and a place where new artists found their voice. The Parkway Theater, which he helped revive, added another spark to South Minneapolis, becoming a cherished landmark for music, movies, and community. But Joe's talents didn't stop at entrepreneurship. He seamlessly stepped into the world of acting, with early roles in Patty Rocks, and later in beloved productions like The Truman Show and The Earth Did Not Swallow Him. He brought truth and humor to every character, whether on screen or live on stage. His performances on shows like Roseanne and NYPD Blue added to a career marked by range and sincerity. He was also a gifted comedian, winning the Minneapolis Comedy Invitational in 1984. His stand-up sets were rich with personal truth and cultural insight, always delivered with warmth and brilliant timing. Behind the scenes, Joe crafted plays that reflected Latino life in the Midwest with honesty, wit, and heart. He gave voice to stories rarely told, mentoring young artists and helping them find belonging in the spotlight. Joe's generosity wasn't just seen in the theaters or kitchens. It was in the way he made everyone feel welcome. He championed diversity long before it became a buzzword. His legacy is a city more inclusive, more connected, and more vibrant because of his vision. Friend and collaborator Ricardo Vasquez shared, "Joe opened doors most people didn't even know were there. He gave us roots and wings." Joe is survived by his cherished wife Susan, 5 children, 10 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Though the city mourns his absence, his spirit remains etched into its culture and streets. Tributes to Joe Minjares. Number 4. She sang to the soul of Mexico and never lost her voice. Amalia Macías, the beloved voice of ranchera music and a shining figure in Mexican cinema, has passed away in León at the age of 91. Her powerful voice, fiery spirit, and love for tradition made her a beacon for generations of music and film lovers. Born in Irapuato, her journey began at the age of 13 when she poured her heart into Dos Arbolitos at a local contest, and won. That simple performance lit the spark of a lifelong career. From there, encouragement from Luis Perez Meza and guidance from Los Tecolines carried her to Mexico City, where her first recording, Si Volviera a Nacer, would place her on the national stage. Throughout her life, Amalia didn't just sing, she told stories. On national TV, across radio waves, and eventually in cinema, she brought emotion and authenticity to every note. Her unforgettable role in El Tigre de Santa Julia showed the full range of her talents, combining her on-screen presence with her musical passion. But it wasn't just at home where her voice resonated. In 1982, with grit and heart, Amalia self-financed a tour to Spain, determined to share Mexican music with new audiences. With Mariachi Mexico 70, she played across cities big and small, opening ears and hearts to the deep roots of her homeland. Journalist Jacobo Zabludovsky championed her efforts, helping her capture the attention she deserved. Albums like Para Puras Vergüenzas Contigo and Ay Mi Gordo are still played today, treasured for the emotion and pride they carry. Offstage, Amalia was known for her warmth, her mentorship of young singers, and her unshakable belief in the power of Mexican music. She passed peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that goes far beyond any one stage or screen. Colleagues and fans alike have remembered her this week as a true cultural ambassador, someone who carried the songs of her homeland across borders with grace and strength. As one fellow artist shared, La Señora Macias never forgot where she came from, and she made sure we never did either. Tributes to Amalia Macías. Number 3. She was a pioneer of women's sport. She encouraged a lot of young people like me to get involved in sport. These words from Olympic champion Mary Peters capture the powerful legacy of Maeve Kyle, a woman whose energy, courage, and dedication shaped the future of Irish athletics. Maeve Kyle passed away peacefully at the age of 96. Her remarkable journey spanned more than 7 decades and forever changed the face of women's sport in Ireland. Born in County Kilkenny, Maeve's passion for sport was apparent from an early age. She quickly rose to international prominence, earning 58 caps in field hockey and helping Ireland win the Triple Crown at Wembley. But it was on the athletics track that she truly carved her name into history. In 1956, Maeve became the first Irish woman to compete in Olympic track and field. She returned for 2 more games, battling elite competition at ages when most athletes had long since retired. At 36, she reached the semi-finals of both the 400 meters and 800 meters in Tokyo, a feat that remains remarkable even today. She went on to win a European indoor bronze medal, compete in the Commonwealth Games at 42, and dominate Masters events with world records in sprints and jumps. Her Irish 400-meter records lasted for nearly 2 decades, a testament to her talent and determination. Maeve didn't stop at personal success. She shared her passion with others, founding the Ballymena and Antrim Athletics Club and mentoring young athletes who would go on to greatness themselves. Her impact as a coach was as lasting as her own races, uplifting a new generation of sportswomen. Honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award and an OBE, Maeve remained a guiding light in sport well into her later years. Those who knew her speak of her discipline and warmth, a true competitor with a generous heart. Maeve Kyle broke ground, blazed trails, and inspired countless others to chase their dreams on and off the track. Her legacy lives on in every Irish girl who dares to sprint, to leap, to compete, and to lead. Tributes to Maeve Kyle. Number 2, thank you for your request. However, as of July 25, 2025, there is no credible evidence that Miriam Spiteri Debono has passed away. In fact, she is currently serving as the President of Malta and remains an active public figure in both Maltese and international politics. Out of respect for her and the integrity of public information, it would be factually incorrect and inappropriate to create an obituary. However, I'd be honored to offer a living tribute, a heartfelt biographical script suitable for a video honoring her life and achievements to date. Here is a brief living tribute in under 400 words, designed in the style you requested, natural, engaging, and suitable for narration. She leads not with a loud voice, but with the strength of her convictions. These words, spoken by a Maltese parliamentarian, reflect not just admiration, but truth. Miriam Spiteri Debono has spent decades proving that leadership rooted in compassion and principle can shape a nation. From her quiet beginnings in Gozo to the highest office in Malta, her legacy is built on service, equality, and unwavering dedication. Long before she became the country's president, she broke barriers, becoming the first woman to serve as Speaker of the House. Her voice has always championed inclusion. As a founding member of the Gender Equality Commission and president of the Labour Women's League, she fought for rights too long denied. Her leadership helped change Malta's conversations on equity and justice. Colleagues describe her as warm, firm, and deeply principled. Even political rivals admire her fairness and integrity. As president, she continues to rise above partisanship, focusing on unity, environmental stewardship, and social peace. Those who know her well note her simple habits. She prefers handwritten letters over digital correspondence and values quiet over spectacle. In a world growing louder, she brings calm, purpose, and clarity. President Spiteri Debono holds within her the story of progress, from student activism and legal scholarship to shaping policy and inspiring generations. Her historic appointment in 2024 was more than symbolic. It was a moment of national pride. As she continues to serve, her story reminds Malta and the world what thoughtful leadership can look like. Tributes to Miriam Spiteri Debono. If you ever need an update when the circumstances change, or if you're interested in creating tributes to other public figures, past or present, I'd be happy to help. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Sometimes, everyday heroes and the power of community shine brightest during life's most challenging moments. In Alaska's breathtaking Sitka region, A boating trip took a heartbreaking turn this past Sunday when a 35-year-old woman lost her life after her vessel capsized in the scenic waters near Redoubt Bay. While her name has not been publicly shared to protect her family's privacy, local responders and several kind-hearted boaters sprang into action to help those in distress. Thanks to their quick thinking, the man operating a nearby skiff was safely rescued and brought to shore. The woman was carefully recovered and rushed back for emergency care with the help of the Coast Guard and Good Samaritans, reflecting the deep spirit of compassion that Alaska's communities are known for. As we pause to remember this vibrant life lost far too soon, we also honor the bravery and unity displayed by everyone involved. Their courage reminds us that even in moments of sorrow, kindness and togetherness continue to ripple through our communities, leaving a legacy of hope and connection for us all. News 2. If you've ever dreamed of a grand adventure at sea, you've likely heard of Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship. This week, that iconic vessel faces a somber moment, as the company confirmed the passing of a beloved crew member. The incident took place Thursday evening while the ship was cruising about 200 miles off the coast of Nassau, Bahamas, en route to the beautiful Coco Cay. Fellow crew acted swiftly, launching a search and rescue effort within minutes. But tragically, the team's courage and determination could not change the outcome. The talented crew member, known by many for his work at the Schooner Bar, will be deeply missed by everyone on board and all who sail with Royal Caribbean. As the ship completes its journey, the entire Royal Caribbean family extends heartfelt condolences to the crew members' loved ones. While the voyage continues, fond memories and kind words remind us how every crew member helps make these journeys special. Today we pause to honor his memory, reflecting on the amazing people who work quietly behind the scenes to bring joy to travelers. May his spirit sail on in the stories and smiles he inspired, and may we hold a little extra gratitude for everyone who helps make travel brighter. News 3. There's a heartfelt story out of Ohio that reminds us just how much one family can mean to a community. On a quiet Sunday morning, a small plane crashed near the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport, claiming the lives of 6 people, among them the respected attorney and pilot, Joseph Maxon, age 63, and several members of the Weller family. James Weller, 67, was not only the president of Liberty Steel Industries, but also a beloved figure in the racing world at Sharon Speedway. Alongside him were his devoted wife Veronica, 68, their son John, 36, and daughter-in-law Maria, 34. For decades, the Weller family brought energy, kindness, and achievement to their neighbors, colleagues, and racing fans alike. While the community mourns their sudden loss, memories of their friendly smiles, championship wins, and generosity will live on. As we honor their legacies, may we find inspiration in the joy and unity they brought to so many lives. News 4. Imagine waiting more than 30 years for an answer, and finally, after decades of searching, a family has that closure. Authorities in Newburyport, Massachusetts have just announced that remains found off Interstate 95 back in 1992 have now been identified, thanks to incredible advances in DNA technology. The remains belong to Anthony Angeli Rea, a teenage boy who was reported missing all the way back in 1988. Anthony, born in 1973, spent much of his childhood in Malden with his mother. For years, his disappearance left loved ones and investigators with unanswered questions. But recently, a team at a private forensic lab in Texas used state-of-the-art DNA sequencing and genealogical research to finally give Anthony his name back. While the circumstances of Anthony's disappearance remain unresolved, today we celebrate the tireless spirit of those who never gave up hope. Family, law enforcement, and scientists alike. Their perseverance reminds us that, even after so much time, stories of hope, connection, and healing still unfold. Anthony's life will be remembered, and his story is a powerful example of the importance of never ceasing to search for answers and to honor those who are gone but not forgotten. News 5. Here's an uplifting update on Real Housewives star Teddi Mellencamp, age 43, that's been inspiring fans all across the country. Recently, Teddi has been bravely sharing her journey with stage 4 melanoma, a form of skin cancer that spread to her brain and lungs. Despite a tough stretch with immunotherapy treatment, she's now taking a well-deserved break to regain her strength after doctors found her tumors are shrinking and everything is moving in a positive direction. Teddi's unshakable spirit shines through, especially when she talks about doing all she can for her 3 kids, Slate, Cruz, and Dove. She's spoken honestly about the challenges, from fatigue and tough side effects, to how important it is to advocate for your own health with doctors. Through it all, Teddi's story reminds us how powerful perseverance and a loving family can be when life gets tough. Teddi continues to keep her supporters updated, and her positivity is an inspiration for anyone facing their own uphill battles. No matter what, Teddi's strength and her dedication to her family will be remembered as part of her remarkable legacy. News 6. It's a story that's touched many hearts across the country. Over the weekend, at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, a day of summer fun turned unexpectedly somber when an 8-year-old child tragically lost their life at the park's water attraction. Witnesses say lifeguards and guests worked together, quickly jumping in to help when they saw the child in trouble. First responders arrived within minutes, giving their all to try and save a young life. In times like these, communities come together, not just to grieve, but to remember and honor those we lose. The Hershey Park staff and visitors have wrapped their arms around the affected family, showing what it truly means to support one another. As we hold this family in our thoughts, may we also remember the kindness of strangers, the dedication of first responders, and the gentle reminder to cherish every joyful moment spent with loved ones. Number 1. He has had a huge positive impact on the Memphis region and beyond. These words, spoken by a fellow civic leader, sum up the life of Bill Morris, a man whose quiet strength and deep vision shaped a community for generations. Bill passed away peacefully at the age of 92. Surrounded by gratitude and respect, his departure marks the end of a remarkable chapter in Tennessee history. For more than 60 years, Bill devoted his life to public service. He became one of the youngest sheriffs in Tennessee, known for implementing innovative reforms and promoting professionalism during a pivotal time in the 1960s. He oversaw historical moments with dignity and calm, earning praise from national figures including the FBI. As mayor of Shelby County for over 15 years, the longest tenure in county history, Bill helped transform Memphis into a nationally recognized center for tourism and business. He promoted events like Memphis in May, helped revitalize Beale Street, and was key to bringing Graceland to the world stage. He also led efforts to welcome corporations like Nissan to Tennessee, forever changing the local economy. Beyond politics, Bill deeply cared about the land and people around him. His decision to bring bison to Shelby Farms reflected his love for conservation. For 6 decades, he served with dedication at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, never seeking recognition, only results. He championed equality during the civil rights era and built one of the first integrated sheriff departments in the South. His leadership style was marked by fairness, inclusion, and calm persistence. Those who knew him personally speak most of his devotion to his late wife, Anne. He cared for her lovingly during her final years, a quiet act that speaks volumes about his character. Bill's career included service on President Reagan's International Economic Committee and co-founding the Tennessee County Services Association. Yet he always stayed rooted in Memphis, always thinking of how to make it better. He was admired for his integrity, vision, and deep humility. Bill Morris didn't just serve the public, he uplifted it. His passing due to natural causes leaves a space that cannot be filled. He is survived by his family and a grateful community. Tributes to Bill Morris. Music is the only language that the whole world speaks, Chuck Mangione once said. And for over 6 decades, he spoke it fluently, through every soaring note of his flugelhorn.